Now here's an advertising campaign that we really like and it caught our attention this week. The Narina trogon is South Africa's most elusive bird, I'm told, and a very rare breed indeed. This is according to a new campaign for the financial services company PPS. Why the bird analogy, you may ask? Well, the campaign is aimed at graduate professionals who are apparently just as rare. To shed more light on this, Gerard Joubert is with us, Group Marketing Executive at PPS, along with Chief Creative Officer at the advertising agency Havas Worldwide. Owen Welch, to both of you, a very warm welcome. Gerard, let me start with you. Your brand job was to take a well-established brand and to make it a little more famous and ubiquitous. I mean, the reality is not that many people know about you. You do tend to operate, maybe like the bird, just under the radar screen.
I think, Jeremy, when I arrived at PPS about 5 years ago, the brand, I had to take the lid off the brand and the value proposition the unique value proposition of the brand. And we've done very well. We had the highest net promoter score in the life insurance sector. However, our brand has also evolved. We provide a whole range of financial services. We have an investments business, we have a financial planning business, we have a short-term insurance business, as well as a life insurance business. So we're now a financial services group. What makes us different to the rest is, however, that we operate on a business model based on mutuality. In other words, we don't have any external shareholders, and we share all our profits with our members on an annual basis. So, you know, that we had to unpack that.
So, taking the lid off the brand, particularly with this latest campaign, what then was your brief to this advertising agency?
We had to continue creating awareness of the unique value proposition of PPS. We had to give the brand a bit more warmth. We felt that there were quite a few blue gold brands out there in the financial services sector in particular, and also we had to increase our members' share of wallet. In other words, get more members to take our broader range of financial services products offered by PPS. And the strategic platform was then to say that professionals, being a rare breed, that they can appreciate rare and special things, and they can also appreciate the reward of the PPS profit share account, and that led to the big idea.
So how did you find this bird?
It was difficult. It took years.
I mean, what was the thinking behind it?
We found it in a book.
Yes.
I mean, it came off that thing of rare is rewarding, and that's one of those, no pun intended, rare times when a strategic platform actually sums it up beautifully. So it wasn't that hard to take the leap from rare is rewarding into, well, let's find analogies for that. Let's find analogous things. And one of those things was, let's find an incredibly rare bird that is rare to spot and therefore very rewarding to spot, which becomes basically the icon in a sense of the brand. Although I'm going to be at great pains to say the bird is actually not the icon, it's the rare thing that is the icon. And from it actually was a fairly relatively logical, straightforward process. I mean, it kind of made perfect sense. It was a really appropriate summation of what the brand is about. I usually find myself, when trying to describe these things, waxing on, trying to explain the line. The line is kind of so self-explanatory, it makes perfect sense.
So why do you think this campaign works in terms of the rarity of the image that has been chosen?
It's not just the rarity, it's the fact that if you look at the video of the campaign, which we're using a little bit on TV as well, but mostly in digital, it's the fact that we're creating some warmth. We're giving the brand a bit of warmth. A young couple, and she's clearly pregnant, taking a picture of this rare bird, and the experience that they're having and the warmth that they... we're also using other executions also. The Muhammad Ali boxing gloves, Jimi Hendrix guitars, rare comic books. So we're using other similar things. We're using the analogy of rare is rewarding. So it's not just the bird, but the bird is what started it all.
Owen, is it becoming more and more difficult, do you think, to find that differentiation in financial services advertising when so many brands these days, to a greater or lesser extent, have some degree of parity when it comes to offering?
I would say generally yes, but in the case of PPS, no, because their offering is quite specific and quite unique, which is why it makes it easier for us to get, I mean, they have that great old thing which we call a USP, a unique selling proposition, which, yes, is rare, again, within the financial services industry. And I've worked on other banks and so on and so on, and I agree with you in general, it is very hard to differentiate. But we have something to say, and we have something unique to say. So it makes our jobs a lot easier to find relevant ways of saying that.
So, Gerard, what is this ad then? Is it a call to action? Do you actually want people to, you know, walk through your revolve through your doors or go to your portal or whatever the case is, or is this simply a brand build?
No, it's a call to action.
Yeah.
It's a leads-based campaign, absolutely. And we're also following it up with a below-the-line campaign from about mid-October, where we will engage with our members directly on the rest of our product value proposition. We've done predictive modeling, interesting work there to see what existing clients have bought and what they're likely to buy. So we're doing a very clever below-the-line campaign, and again, Havas is helping us there with the creative.
What do we know about this bird? Where do we find it?
This is an interesting bird. Yeah. It was discovered in the 18th century by a French ornithologist, Francois Levaillet.
Yes.
I know this because Wikipedia is a great thing.
I was going to say, the famous Francois Levaillet. Yes. Okay.
And he called it the Narina trogon. Trogon was a type of bird, but he called it Narina after his mistress. And it was actually a Khoisan word which referred to a flower because he couldn't actually pronounce her actual name. So yeah, he was quite a character, was Mr. Levaillant.
Yes.
And he apparently also faked a lot of his bird finds were not real; they were fake.
So this one is real though.
Okay, well, guys, let me know when you find the real thing. It's a good campaign. Really works well. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
We are going to finish with this story. Business and art working together to bring about